Let me just say that. All right, Pat.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all ages, welcome to Vibrations with Vito. I am your host, Vito. This is episode 50. 50. I feel like this is a big deal. I think it's pretty cool, but it is what it is. We're just gonna keep going. It's pretty cool to say this is the 50th episode, but I can't wait to get to 60, and I can't wait to get to 70, you know? So, I appreciate everyone who has been a part of this journey so far. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. The first 49, and that Haichu episode. I didn't count that one as an episode. Anyway, this is the last time I feel like I'm saying it. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, do it. I have more views than I have the subscribers, and it doesn't cost anything. So just press the button at the top. I would appreciate it, But shout out to everyone who is a subscriber. I really do care about you guys. I appreciate it. If you're listening on Apple and Spotify, I appreciate you too. Let's get right to the message of the week. And this message was brought to us by my guest. And it actually happened right before we started recording. But the message of the week is literally one word. One word. Patience. It speaks volumes. We'll get into that, honestly. We're going to break that down. But that just have patience. In everything. All aspects of life. Have patience. But, that's enough out of me. Let me introduce my guest. Two-time guest.
All right.
You don't need much introduction, but he's as real as they get. One of my best friends. My man's Jarrett.
Absolutely. Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, dude.
Yeah, man.
Second time?
Yeah, man.
That's incredible.
The last time was 9 months ago.
9 months. Crazy how fast time, it really flies on you.
Right.
It's on you.
Especially because we spend a lot of it together, you know what I mean? So, we spend a lot of days of those 9 months.
Well, that's how it should be.
Right.
Brotherhood. Making sure that you stick together, do things together.
Facts. Welcome back. You were, the last time we were here, first off, it was episode 10. I feel like that was a big deal.
I was episode 10?
Yeah.
Now I'm episode 50?
Facts.
Look at that. Come on, man.
My man. You were the first episode on Apple and Spotify.
Okay.
Available to people on Apple and Spotify.
That's an honor.
Facts. And now, again, like you just said, episode 50. I feel like we just do milestones over here.
Well, I feel like if it's episode 50, we got to do it big.
Yeah.
Episode 10 was pretty big.
Yeah.
But today's got to be extravagant. What do you think?
Extravagant. What do you have in mind? I do have... What?
Wherever the podcast takes us.
Facts. I do got 2 bottles of wine here on set. I just want to put that out there. But, folks, put up your volume. It's time for the pour. Boom. I'm going to raise you that one and give you this one.
Okay.
Boom.
I like the way you think.
Boom. Let's put that to the side. Let me get a cheers. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too, my boy.
Patience.
Always.
Patience. To patience.
To
patience and brotherhood. Boom. Yeah, I like this.
I'll do it.
I never had this before. I'm going to get in. I read the back. I got to put my real glasses on to read it.
Smooth.
Yeah, it is smooth. It is real. I'm going to take another sip. That's how smooth it is. There's a spot in the wine store, not the liquor store, excuse me. It says Chairman's Selection, and it's just all different kinds of wine that they suggest, and there's always like a little bio about them.
Okay.
And I was sitting there. I'm gonna read it to you because it was actually kind of
Please
cool.
do. I'm intrigued.
Thanks. I wish I need to get sunglasses that I can see out of.
The ones that you flip.
No, that's too much. I mean, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I think
my lenses.
You look good with the flip ones.
I don't think so. I appreciate you though. Here we go. So this was I don't even know the kind of wine. Okay, so it's Pinot Grigio, but it is Della Venezia.
Okay.
Fire.
What does that mean? What's that translated?
Della is like of, I would say, and then Venezia is a town in Italy.
Okay. I like your wine, Venezia.
Facts.
I like your wine.
So look, it says this is what their little bio was. It says, a clear, dry white wine with a pale straw color, hints of pear, apple, and lemon, soft on the palate, It's characterized by appealing freshness and an attractive fruitness, suitable for all dishes. It goes well with seafood and light soup.
Wow.
It makes you want it.
Could you imagine that kind of wine with like a piece of salmon?
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, like a lemon cream sauce, maybe.
Ooh, hey now, talk to me.
Talk to me.
You love salmon.
I do. I'm a big fan.
is-
It's the most versatile fish in my humble opinion. I'm in the fish world, so I'm gonna pick a fish that I can do certain things with. Salmon would be number one for sure.
That's your number one.
Yeah, it's
fish,
gotta be.
Different varieties, all
Yeah,
kinds.
you can bake it, broil it,
Yeah.
pan fry it, sear it.
I could argue you could do the same with shrimp.
Shrimp's not really. It doesn't have the same consistency though.
Oh no, they're not comparable
Yeah.
in that sense.
Right.
One is a little
Are you gonna put
crustaceous.
shrimp in the oven?
You could?
Would you? Who does that?
I don't know. I don't know. Quite frankly,
I'd
quite
like
frankly,
to
I
see
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, I would really like to see it. I've never
Word.
seen it.
Well,
I'm open to it though.
what did you make the other? You made a steak and we had steak and eggs at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were killing and potatoes.
And potatoes.
You were killing it.
And that was like a brunch meal, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was no eggs. Now that I'm thinking about it, you didn't make no eggs.
Nah.
You just made the steak.
You
and
wanted there to
potato.
be eggs though. Now that you say it, then
Yeah.
next time I'll put eggs in there.
That was great though. You were like, "Yo, come through. I'm making steak." I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Shout out to Mama one time. I hope she's watching this. Mrs. Patman, I hope you got a big smile on your face. We love you here on the Vibration Show.
Absolutely.
You know?
Much love. Always. Forever and always.
Shout out to Smooth.
Smooth.
Shout out to Flats.
No shout out to Flats. No shout out to Flats. Do not shout out Flats.
Oh, that was just to be funny. We don't support Flats on this
No
show.
way, Jose. Come on.
I want to talk about the mess of the week. Like literally, I had something planned, and a pretty good one. I'm gonna save it for next week. But we linked before we came here to the studio, and you said it when we were just chilling. You were like, patience. And it means it really holds a lot of weight, especially for me right now. I'm a very impatient person.
Yeah, I think we all get pretty impatient sometimes. It's
Sometimes
human
Me,
nature.
more
You're
often
more
than
so
not.
than
Yeah.
others. You're saying I get that.
And I hate that.
Why? You ever think about the root of that? Like, what makes your patience go awry? Where does it stem from?
I don't know. Some could say it's like from generations, passed down from generation to generation.
Maybe is that something that's
maybe-
passed down, or is that
maybe.
something that's learned? Through different childhood events, maybe your upbringing. What do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I think you're absolutely right with all those suggestions.
Right. Like I think patience is something that can be learned. It can be trained.
I think so too.
And to some extent, some people have a harder training because they're behind the eight ball more because they didn't have that throughout their childhood.
Yeah.
That's my theory. That's my take on it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're you're not wrong. I don't know why it's harder for me to be. I feel like I expect things quicker.
Okay.
I don't know why. Like I don't know. When I'm impatient, I feel like these things I shouldn't be waiting for.
You should have them.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah, that's not like I'm not trying to sound selfish or anything.
No.
I
don't
that's
think
just
that's
how my
selfish.
brain works.
I think
You know.
that's you
think-
wanting what you deserve.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, for sure.
But what you deserve comes with that patience, right? Because it never is when we want it. Rarely, right? Rarely is it when we want it, what we want. It's all in God's timing, and that's something that we all have to learn to trust.
Yeah.
As hard as it is in today's world, right? We see so many pressures from everywhere else. At the end of the day, that patience, that God's going to figure it out. If we do the things that we need to do, right, God's going to figure it out for us. And I think there's a lot of truth into that. Whether we live it, I think that's our choice. That's where that patience really comes in, right?
Hey now, Preacher Pat here on the Vibration Show. No, you're absolutely right. Everything is given to us, the
Right.
patience,
We're just borrowers.
You're right.
Right? That's all. So we choose what we want to do with that.
Right.
It's hard sometimes, though. We live in a world where instant gratification, like you said, we want it now. Yeah. Everybody wants it now, but
it's my money and I need it now. What commercial is that?
Was that an insurance commercial
Yeah,
or something
well, I
like that?
forget the name
I
of
forget
it.
the name, too.
It's not JG. Is it?
877 cash now?
I think it might be.
Is it?
I think it might be.
Oh, boy. We have to fact check
It's
that.
right. Oh, shout out to Dina one time. You know,
Absolutely.
Hope she's having a great night. Hope she's smiling right now.
Yeah.
I hope anybody who's listening or watching this is smiling right now.
Please.
Yeah.
Please do. Be happy.
Right.
Listen,
Go ahead.
life's good, right? Life's always good when we allow it to be. Things are going to happen, moods, emotions, they're going to come and go.
Yeah.
You know, we make choices on what we're going to do to dictate how we're going to perceive those things. So life's good. Make it good.
Shit. You know what? I can't. So like, how you just ended that was kind of my message of the week.
Yeah.
So you ran this. I'm not saving it for next week. I'm gonna say it right now.
Okay.
So it was, you can't get around it. You can't get over it. You can only go through it.
You have to go through it.
Right. So like the emotions that you are trying to avoid and push off and distract yourself from, you can't really do that. You gotta go through it because you're gonna get out. And that, you know, was crazy. That resorts back to the episode Ashley and Michael, because God won't walk you to what He won't walk you through.
It's the truth.
So you gotta go through these emotions because it's gonna make you grow, kind of thing. You know, that's how I feel.
Growth comes through that struggle. And whatever.
Absolutely.
Sports. You know, your
Sometimes it's
everyday
hard
life.
though. Sometimes it's hard to just be like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's
Oh, sometimes it
Let's-
feels impossible until you
Yeah.
get started.
right.
Until you get started, and every day it's a process to commit to it. One foot in front of the other, right?
Right.
Like, no matter what it is, your work life, the gym, sports, it's the same process.
Let me get a cheers, bro. I just love you. Appreciate
Love
you,
too,
bro.
my boy.
You know, this being the 50th episode, I really, like, you know, I've had some things to reflect on for sure. Because it's almost been a year. A year is coming up.
Let's reflect, my friend.
Right, no, for sure. We're gonna. One thing I do wish I did more. Let me get this pour first. One thing I wish I did more is listen to the message of the week and take them really in my life. I don't think I do that as often as I would like to. Like, I'm really good at giving the advice, you know. I wouldn't say I'm good at taking my own advice. And I would say I provide a lot of good advice.
Yeah.
Like the message of the week, sometimes I'm like, yeah, that was the one. And then I'm like, why can't I do it? I'm really doing the exact opposite.
I think that just goes to show you how hard life is for everybody.
Yeah, bro.
Right? Like, we have to be absorbent to the struggles that people are dealing with that are different than what we're dealing with. So, you know, who am I to say that what you're dealing with isn't going to hold you back from doing those things? It might. It very well might. You know, it might be tough, but I do think that somewhere in the process, you can get through it and say, hey, I'm going to give it a shot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what it really boils down to. It's never going to be easy.
Right.
You can't just wake up and say, I figured it out. When
Right.
nobody has
Yeah,
figured it
right.
out.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So, you know, patience.
But yeah, I look forward to your message of the week, man. Always.
Word.
Sends good vibes.
Good.
That's what
Yeah, I
this show's
try
about,
to.
right?
I try to be, you know, spread some wisdom. Right in the
Wisdom,
beginning. Because I feel
truth.
like, yeah, right. Got you know, what's real, you know, can't be ignored. So,
Absolutely.
you know, so, yeah, I hope you know, guys, pick your head up. Keep going.
Keep on going.
Keep on going.
Wherever you're at, keep on going.
Right. And make sure you tell people to subscribe to Vibrations with
That
Vito.
too. Please and thank you. You won't
shit.
regret it. That's for certain.
So, wait, let's, I want to talk about this. So, the last time we did the episode, we talked about a story that happened, the two of us, remember, at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to get, you know, if you don't know the story, you got to go
Go
back.
back to episode
10,
right? And-
right. But then episode 1 is when I talked about it by myself, remember?
Okay.
Because it happened the night before I was going to
Yeah.
start the show.
Wow.
God gave me
Wow.
a story.
Life comes full circle. doesn't
God gave me a story because I was like, what am I going to talk about? Like, I knew I was going to turn on this camera and talking
And
to
go
this
to work.
microphone, right?
Yeah.
And then God was like, here's this story to tell. And then it happened with you, and then we broke that down, episode 10 together.
What a story that
Right.
was. Please go back.
Right, for sure. And this is what I think it was kind of nuts. So we had this plan for at least a week. We were doing episode 50 together. And God gave me another story. This one wasn't with you though, but
Okay.
I'm gonna share it right now.
Endear my ears.
So,
that was a bar. Endear my ears.
Bars.
Should have been a rapper.
It should have, dude. How many times are we gonna? I was so ready to pay that fee for you to get in the studio with G.
Listen,
Bars.
Hey,
I was ready for
what
pay
is
that
going
fee.
on?
Oh, I like it.
Oh man,
I like it.
I got to get my rap career started
I
again.
said I was
It's a
ready
sign.
to pay that fee so you could get in the studio with G. Hey now, but I was about to shout out G, but just hit me first.
Yeah.
Let's call me first before I say shout out to him.
Gee, let's get together for sure, man.
You know what
All
I mean?
love.
Facts. What was I just gonna say? Oh, about this story. Let me take a sip of this wine and get some clarity. So I'm driving. I'm driving, and I'm passing a school. So the speed limit is 25. And I don't know about you guys, but when it's 25, I think that's too low. Way too low. So I'm at least, on a good day, I'm going 35 over it, 40.
That's fair.
Right. I'm never going like 60.
Not too
50,
crazy.
right.
You're not gonna
40
hurt
40
anybody.
and 25, I don't think is the end of the world. I was going 30 this day. Because where I was at the time of the day, I was like, police are usually right there. So I'm like, I'm gonna drive this a little slightly over the speed limit. So I'm going 30. There's a car behind me where he wasn't there a few seconds ago. He really sped up behind me. So now he's riding my ass, and I'm like, I'm not speeding because he wants to speed. I'm still going 30. So he's really behind me. Pause. And so I'm by the school, and he goes around me. Traffic was kind of close. Like, he low-key almost got into an accident.
He clearly had somewhere to be.
Went around me and sped off down the street, right?
Yeah.
So, I lose him. I get up to the light. He's right there at the light. Right? So, he's turning left. I'm going straight. We're next to each other like you and me are right now. I roll my window down. I got tinted windows. So, I roll my window down. I wanted him to look at me because I was just going to smile.
Right.
Because you did all that to be right here next to me. I wasn't going to say anything. I don't want a confrontation. But so when I roll down my window, I look at him. Dude's got a ponytail.
All right.
And
Respect.
what do you mean respect? Anyway.
Man,
Anyway.
rock a ponytail.
He's yeah, right, to each his own. Anyway, he's redoing it. I guess it might have fell out while he was speeding by me. But he was redoing it at the light, and I had my window down. I'm just looking, and I'm smiling because this dude's a jerk off. He just made a scene back there. Almost got into an accident to be at the light next to me, and he never looked at me. He made the left, and I just kept going straight. But I don't know. That I was pissed off, kinda, but I was laughing because.
Well, I think you can revert that back to the message of the week, right?
Hey, now
Patience.
go ahead, Pat.
What this guy had to be somewhere, and God forbid something happened in that time frame.
He
where
almost
just
got into
couldn't
an
be
accident. You're right.
Patient, right?
Right.
What, 30 seconds? Is that the window we're talking about here?
Right, for sure. I'm passing Pensbury, and we got up to the light by Stadium.
Right.
And buddy, right. I'm like, you're right there. He was making a left going towards the YMCA, and I was going straight because I was going home. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I was like, yo. But so yeah, I wasn't gonna put those pieces together. Patience. He don't have any patience. I hope
Man.
he sprinkles some patience on right now.
I hope, if you're watching this somehow, if this video comes across you,
right.
be patient, right? Relax a little bit.
I should make that a clip, and he might see it. That was unbelievable.
Hopefully.
But I wanted Bundy to look at me so bad because I just wanted to be like, you did all that to
Look
be
at
right
you.
here. Look
at you.
Yeah, look at you, stupid. Oh man.
That's great. That's a good one.
Cheers to that guy. But God's always giving me a story. That one wasn't as memorable, honestly, as the first one that we told on the show. But it happened this week, and I was like, okay, that's something I can bring up on the pod because. Or are you ever in that situation where you'll do that? Pass somebody?
Well, I'll do that?
2 lanes.
No. That's just not something that I'm willing to risk. It's unnecessary. We'll get through the school zone.
Right.
It'll be on the other side.
Right.
But some people Just don't have that patience.
It was 25 too. Wasn't even a school zone is when they have the 15 mile.
15,
Yeah,
yeah.
15
So
is
you
like
can
I can walk
25.
faster. Right.
Right.
That shit. I don't. That wasn't it. I was going 30. It's 25, and I'm speeding, technically. And Bunny wanted to go 70, and he zoomed by me, bro. Like literally, I'm telling you, he almost hit that person. But patience. He wish he had some.
But also,
I could
maybe
never
we
do
don't
it.
know that guy's story. Maybe he had to be somewhere, and it really was that urgent.
Then he stopped at the
Possible.
light, though.
I know, but he had to stop. What are you gonna do? Run the light? Now he's getting tickets.
I wish he got a ticket then. I wish he got a ticket then.
I wish he would have got a ticket for passing me.
Right.
Come
No,
on,
yeah, that was
buddy.
because then the cop is always there. That's why I was going 30. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, I hope he's there. I really hope he's there. But so good. We clarified you would never do that. I would never do that. If I'm late to somewhere and it's because there's a guy in front of me, what can I say? I'll get there when I get there.
I think majority of the time for being late is not allotting enough time, not preparing yourself accordingly.
Right. You got to do better.
At your grown age, you just shouldn't be late. I'm sorry. You shouldn't. You're like, stop it. Give yourself enough time, prepare yourself. Take your life a little bit serious and just be on time, please. God, I'm sick of it. Sick of seeing it.
I'm going to say he's talking to you, but I'm not going to say the name because that person's going to be like, what the hell? He's talking to you. Get your shit together. Be on time. Plan according. You know you got to be somewhere.
You knew it.
You know
You
it.
planned for it.
Right. You got to be somewhere at 8. You should be ready by like 6:50.
Right. And you should allot time in case of worst case scenario as well. As an adult with a job and responsibilities, that's just what you got to do. You drive past that train every day. Well, allot for that time for the train.
Oh, man. Speaking of driving, I want to ask you something. So when we're together in the car, music blasts.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
We're jamming. When you're by yourself, what's the radio at? The same volume? Blasting.
Absolutely.
Always?
You got to feel the music. You got to feel the vibe. Get
Okay.
some rhythm with the shoulders going.
For sure.
We
were listening to, what's the name of the album?
Honestly, never mind. Which,
by who?
Drizzy.
Right.
Hey, it's
Go
one
ahead,
of
talk your
his
shit. Talk your shit.
underrated projects. I think if you can run that album through and actually listen, man, it's a beautiful project. So run it back. I too wasn't too hot on it when I first listened to it.
That's a lie. You liked it right
I
away.
liked it, but I didn't love it. And I'm a
didn't
big
like
Drake
it.
fan. I usually always love it, but
Right.
as the album aged, I certainly love it. So a lot of good music, feel good music, things that make you groove, get going.
So you had that, and I can't help it. My shoulders were
They were going.
they were moving,
Right.
and I'm saying that
the instrumentals themselves will get
Right.
you going.
Right.
And then Drake has such a good ability to float across the beat. It's
that was bumping, and I don't really like it per se, but in that moment,
you couldn't help but feel it.
the vibrations were high.
Yeah.
We were prepping to come here. It was good. So at the moment, I got nothing bad to say about that album, but you're right though. People hated on it like right away.
Right. Like, oh, this isn't Drake.
And
like,
would you say it
It aged
aging nicely?
gracefully,
And it's only
yeah.
been a couple months, right?
I mean, we'd have to fact check that. I think it's probably been about 8-9 months at this point, almost.
I think a couple months is like 4, right? Up to 4.
A couple months is 2. if we're being technical.
All right. Give me a guess. When do you think it dropped?
I think it dropped in, we'll say, May 2022.
It dropped a day before my beautiful mother's birthday, which is June 18th. It dropped June 17th, 2022.
Oh, man, it's a couple weeks off. That was the end of May.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're in the vicinity.
Yeah. Shout out to my mom one time.
Well, shout out to her.
Facts. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the Laducas, all the Patmans. Shout out to the sponsors of the show while we're at it. Laduca Pizza, best pizza in New York, period, specifically Brooklyn. The address is 14 Newkirk Plaza, Brooklyn, New York, 11226. And the phone number, 718-859-1501. Shout out to Leduca Pizza. Shout out to Zio Pino. Shout out to everyone, all the sons, everyone. Shout out to Dianza, everybody. Shout out to my dad while we're talking about it. The best pizza in Trenton, New Jersey, by far. What can I say? I'm a little biased, but he's the GOAT. Shout out to Vincenzo. Vito's Pizza, 124 Tremont Street, Trenton, New Jersey. I don't know the zip code. It's going to be, if you're watching, it's going to be listed. I don't know the zip code off the top of my head.
Make sure you get there.
Yeah, I got to get DeVito's Pizza. The phone number, 609-393-2155.
Perfect.
Shout out to Vincenzo. Love you. Boom. Speaking of Vincenzo, he's going to love this segment. Inter won their Champions League game, which was
big time.
Oh, I almost cursed, but I didn't want to. Crucial. Absolutely crucial. We played, so Champions League is, like, I compare it to like March Madness, kinda. Every game, but they play twice. I guess it's not even.
I don't think anything's really comparable to what the Champions League is.
So the Champions League is where all the big clubs in Europe play each other, and you have to play twice. They call them legs. So the first leg is always at one person's home field, and then the second leg is always at the other person's home field. Away goals mean more. So if you're the home team and I'm the away team, I score on your home field and we won 1-0. It's technically 2-0 because the away goal. It's a little silly. I wish they stopped that. I wish they just combined the two scores of the two games and called it that.
Right.
I don't like the away goals.
Fair,
even if Inter wins on the away goals, I don't like it. I wish it was just like what was the score? If it's tied, we keep playing.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in any other sport.
No shot. No, it's weird.
I guess
it's
why
weird.
Soccer's.
It's different for sure. So we played a team from Portugal. We're an Italian team, obviously. So we played the first game in Italy, in Milan, and we won 1-0. Shout out to Lukaku. Back-to-back goals and back-to-back games.
Yes, sir.
This
Big rum.
This one was crucial. So yeah.
Hey, just for everybody out there who said that he was finished, who said that he had nothing to offer, check him out now. Right, he's getting his legs back. He's a big body who can finish. Right, that's what he's always been.
Right.
Give him a chance to get going and give him Martinez and Barella and those other guys.
Yeah, man.
It's a dangerous crew.
Shout
out Big Rum.
Shout out to Big Rum for sure. Yo, for sure though. So like you said though, he's finally getting his legs under him. It looks like. So the whole season he's kind of been in and out of injuries, which is unbelievable.
I mean, for like the last year maybe.
Oh, even when he was at Chelsea.
Right.
That first year after we sold him. That's what's crazy. Folks, we sold this guy who was the MVP of the league the year prior. We sold him right after for $115 million. He played a season at this team that we sold him to. But not really because he was hurt often. The following year, they loaned him to us again. So a loan is you just play there for a year and then you just go back to the team that you were. It doesn't make any sense. But so they loaned a guy that they just spent $115 million on,
right,
back to the team. Right, don't make any sense. But so we had to pay his contract, $8 million a year, which is expensive for a team in our situation right now. We're in trouble financially. Anyway, he's underperformed, to be honest. But right now, these past few, if he scores on Sunday, I'm back on board. Like, I'm back on, like, Lukaku's one of the best strikers in the world. But let's see. But that Champions League goal was crucial. So the moral of the story is we're up 1-0. March 14th, we play Porto in Portugal. And if we just got to win the game. Or if it stays 0-0, we advance and we go to the quarterfinals. But Forza Inter, shout out to Vincenzo. That he sparked that. I just thought of him right away. And if any of my Inter friends on Twitter are watching this, I have one of the most iconic jerseys in history. So this jersey that I have on is the year after the treble, and a treble in soccer terms means you won 3 major trophies in the same year. So that year in 2010, Inter won their league. They won the Coppa Italia, which is this little circle right here under the Italian flag, and we won the Champions League, which is major. That's on this shoulder. So we won 4 trophies that year out of 5. We lost in the final of the Europa or the Super Cup 3-2 or 2-1 against Atletico Madrid. Whatever. We're the best team in Europe. Oh, we won this too. This is the FIFA World Cup team. We played some team and I don't remember where they were from. But most iconic jersey, I would say, because this shows that we won everything that year. Forza Inter. Let's talk about last night's Sixers maybe one of the most electric games
How
in
about
recent
him?
memory.
How about them boys, man? I mean, Embiid, I haven't seen him play that level of defense years. It's truthfully been years since I've seen him, that mobile, that, emphatic on the
Willing to
defensive
put
side.
himself in those situations every
Yes.
time to try to get the block.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he didn't shoot well. Right?
No, he
wasn't.
was terrible from, honestly, offensively
Yeah.
speaking, he had a bad
He wasn't
day.
good.
He had a bad game.
But he found a way to impact the game defensively.
Right.
And we won that game.
And he still finished with what? 27?
27 and 18?
Yeah.
On a light day.
6 blocks and 6 assists.
Yeah. Yeah, what
Crazy.
was that line?
Crazy. James Harden had 30, 31.
James! 31, 7, and 7.
You know what's
The
funny?
disrespect has been out of control for
what?
James Harden.
Oh, my God. He wasn't even an all-star.
How?
How is right. How the
Come
hell
on.
did that happen?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
They got to get it together. That's ridiculous. Anyways, he's still James Harden.
Right.
He's only getting healthier.
That corner three was so clutch.
Yeah, I
He did that
think
effortlessly.
Philly's got that feel, and I guess it's probably just been a Philly thing all year. They're going to make a run.
Yeah.
They're going to make a
Yeah,
run.
there's
and I
like
hope
a
that-
feeling in the city where
Right.
everyone is doing something right now.
Right.
No one is
not finishing.
no
but-
one no one has sealed the deal. But they're sparking it up right here. Shout out to the Birds one time. Yeah, let me say it again. Shout out to the Birds one time. I put a little I'm not even gonna let you say your shit. I put a little video today of the last time we were on the show here. And you cut me off. I was going to say something, and you just cut me off to say that the Cowboys were going to win the 2022-2023 Super Bowl. And you couldn't have been more wrong. How do you feel about that? But let me hear your take from the season as a whole from a Cowboys standpoint. Are you do you like it, or are you disappointed? What happened?
Okay. No, this is great. I've been wanting to talk about this.
Go
Thank you for
Birds.
giving me the platform.
Go ahead. You're welcome.
The Eagles deserve that 100%. They were the best team in the NFC all season. I will say that. And I thought that they were going to be good prior to the season.
I remember having that conversation
Yes.
with you, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we make
a
the
lot of-
playoffs.
right.
That's what I said. I think we make the playoffs.
Right, and I'm like,
I don't
guys,
think we make a big.
They got a pretty damn good roster.
Yeah,
right?
you
But,
were actually like, I could see the Birds going to the Super Bowl, and I was like,
for sure.
hey man,
But
oh,
what I thought was Dallas, their defense, the way that they were playing and what they had constructed, I thought it was going to be able to stop Philly. Right? That was the one thing that could stop Philly. We didn't get through San Francisco.
right,
Right? Like, let's call it for what it is.
right,
Dak Prescott didn't play well enough. Trayvon Diggs dropped a pick. Right? Tony Pollard broke his leg. It's just everything that could have went wrong that game went wrong.
yeah. I was
And
with
it's-
you for that brief moment
Yeah.
where Trayvon dropped the interception.
Right. And
I felt as a neutral fan, like as an Eagles fan watching the 49ers and Cowboys, I was like, they're going to lose this game now.
for sure.
And honestly, I thought the Cowboys were going to beat the 49ers. As an Eagles fan, I was like, they're probably going
We
to beat
were the
them.
better team.
I
You know,
would-
there's the
yeah,
other
I'd
moment
probably
is
say
Kevontae Turpin on that kickoff return. It's like, and you're the best returner in the league. How do you,
How do you not
you
see
can't
that
beat
whole-
the kicker? How do you
Right.
not see that? Come on. But it just feels like that's the
Cowboy
story.
way. That's the
for
Cowboy
Dallas.
way.
And I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan.
Right.
I'm one of the biggest Cowboys fans you'll meet. But as a fan, it gets to a point where you're like, man, come on. Like, we got to get over that hump when we have such good, talented rosters. But
Oh,
with
What's
that
the
being
but?
said,
what's the but?
if we don't let Amari Cooper go, I feel like, it gives us a better chance.
Mm.
We didn't have any other firepower. CD Lamb, he was incredible. He did.
Right, Michael Gallup is not a serviceable number 2.
Where was he? Did he have a catch in that San Francisco game? I'm not sure if he did.
I don't think so.
And that's embarrassing if you're number 2 receiver. Can't have a catch.
Right, like think
Can't
about
win
the
that
Eagles' number 2 is Devontae
It's
Smith.
yeah, and he's
a ball.
unbelievable.
Right.
If we had somebody that was serviceable, well,
Yeah.
maybe it's a different story. But
So you said the Eagles were the best team in the NFC. Would you? So you would say just because the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, are they the best team in the NFL, or you still think that?
I always thought the Chiefs were the best team in the NFL. That was just my opinion until somebody can dethrone
Pat Mahomes.
1-5.
Yeah, bro, he's crazy.
Holy cow.
We've the NFL's never seen anything like him.
Never. I certainly never have.
Yeah.
He's
No, it's actually crazy, and God bless Andy Reid. Like, I can't even be that mad. I can't. Like, I'm mad that we lost the game, but why not
But
lose
it
to
was
Andy?
a wonderful football
Why
game.
not?
The Eagles, the fans, the team, they have nothing to hang their heads about.
Yeah.
after
Where
that
did you
game.
Where did you watch the game? I wish you were with me, honestly, because I was like,
I was just home.
I wish you experienced the shit I was experiencing.
I was with my brother. You were going through some things.
You know what I was going through. I'm not going to talk about it here on the podcast.
All right.
But that shit, me and Greg had to leave.
Man, disrespect.
Anyway, go Birds. Let me hear a prediction. What do you think? What do you think the Cowboys are going to do this upcoming year?
All right. In my humble opinion, I think that really bodes on what happens in the draft.
Yeah.
We got to draft pretty well. We got to get another receiver. We have to see if we're bringing Tony Pollard back, what's going on with Zeke. So we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah. I think the Eagles did too. This is going to be a scary offseason for the whole NFL.
That's important for sure. But
the whole NFL.
I think the Cowboys are going to be there again. Will we get over the hump? I hope. Am I optimistic? Not really at this point, but it's my team.
There's going to be a lot of movement, I feel, because I don't think Saquon's going to re-sign with the Giants. I don't know what's happening with Lamar.
Well, I will say.
What do you think's happening with Lamar? He's one of your favorite players.
I love Lamar Jackson.
You have a jersey.
Yes,
yeah.
love Lamar Jackson.
If you're him, what do you try to do? Let's answer that question first.
I think Lamar should stay in Baltimore. The grass isn't always greener, right? That defense is only getting better. Let them draft a couple wide receivers, or there's some guys in free agency, right? There's got to be a couple guys that they can go get, but I can't imagine that he'd want to leave Baltimore. I don't know. Look, maybe somebody makes an offer that he can't refuse.
Yeah,
It had to be a pretty big trade package. I'll tell you that much.
A trade package. He's a free agent.
Is he a free agent right now?
Yeah.
He's off the books?
Yeah.
You sure?
1,000,000%.
Unrestricted.
Unrestricted? I think he's restricted.
Restricted, right.
But they're not.
Right, so
they're not looking like he's going to be back on the team. Honestly,
right, if he's restricted, whatever somebody offered, they'd have a chance to match it.
Right? But I don't think they want to match it.
They're not just going to let him walk like that.
It looks like they believe in Huntley for he's good, but he's not Lamar Jackson.
No,
Huntley's all right.
He's serviceable.
Yeah,
he's not going to wow you, but. Who says you need wow at the quarterback position to win?
You do. Pat Mahomes, we were just talking about him. He's wow. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is wow.
He hasn't won all the time, Mahomes. Who? Like, there's other guys that have sprinkled in and won chips that aren't wow. Right?
Would you say Tom Brady's wow?
Tom Brady's wow. Tom Brady's the best ever.
He won the most, right.
And I'm saying just like recently. Like, there was a Stafford in there.
All right.
Right, like he's not wow.
That was team. That was a team. Right, Nick Foles won. He wasn't wow.
Right, so you don't need that wow guy, but it's always good to have one. You just don't find a Pat Mahomes every day, though, or a Jalen Hurts.
I will say, Big Nick fucking stepped up, and he was wow for a few games.
He was.
Want to put some respect on Nick real quick.
Yeah.
Bars. Oh, my God. We're on fire tonight, huh?
Yeah, something's got to go down in the studio.
How about this question now? Let's say you're Lamar and you know the Ravens are playing games, and now you're a free agent. Where are you going?
Like a dream destination?
Yeah,
for
let's
Lamar
say,
Jackson?
yeah. Go ahead.
Tampa Bay.
I didn't even think about that because Tom's done.
Tom's done.
I forgot about that. High key.
Tampa Bay would be a dream. They got weapons.
Weapons.
Is
Fournette under contract? Is he back?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I think Lenny's coming back. But they have that kid White.
Yeah.
He was starting to come around anyway.
Right, he was playing more than Fournette.
He's playing great.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You know what I kept thinking about?
What's
Jets. I've been saying
that's the one that kind of pops out, right? The Jets.
Right.
I think Tampa would be a better fit as far as winning now, don't you think?
What's their defense looking like?
Tampa's they're good. I feel
like they got a middle of the pack.
They got good linebackers.
Yeah, right,
Devontae David.
Right,
he's a top 3 guy in the league still.
Hey, man, I hope he shakes up the league. I want him to leave Baltimore and go somewhere. I feel like the NFL needs a little shake up.
Yeah,
and
a little razzle-dazzle.
Right. Because if I'm him and I'm talking to the Ravens, Deshaun Watson, fresh off rape charges, I guess, you know what I mean? Sexual misconduct, whatever it's titled as, got a fully guaranteed an insane amount of money. And I've been an MVP, and I'm Lamar. I'm looking at that. I've been a MVP. I take us to the playoffs almost every single year. Give me the fully guaranteed deal. And I don't, if I'm the Ravens, I'm like, you know what? You're right. All right, here.
I get it.
Let's go
right?
in.
And I think that makes sense in theory, but the fact of the matter is the Cleveland Browns, that organization,
It's dumb. They're dumb.
They're incompetent.
Right.
So they made the mistake. That doesn't mean that all these other organizations are going to go make the same mistake.
I feel like the players are going to make them.
But they can't.
Player empowerment is a thing nowadays, and I think like Lamar is going to command that kind of deal. And at the end of the day,
Lamar
he's going to get it
Jackson
from
wants
someone.
to play football. I know that.
He's
not
to
going
get
to
paid.
hold out.
He wants to get paid.
He's not going to hold out.
Yeah,
I don't
he
see
is.
Lamar Jackson holding out.
I do. If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm holding out. The way that I play, I need that fully guaranteed contract. Dog, like think Michael Vick didn't. He was always getting hurt because he played the same way, but Vick got those contracts, and then like it just panned out where he could get those. Lamar, this is his payday, and he's always liable to get hurt because he's always trying to make the extra play. If I'm him, I need that money. Give me that fully guaranteed contract right now.
I don't think the league is going to let him just like reset the market. Like I just don't see it. What Cleveland did was Deshaun.
Reset the market.
What they did with Deshaun was ridiculous, and I don't think everybody's going to keep being ridiculous. I don't know. But you should pay that man. He deserves his money.
Okay, because it kind of sounded like you were saying he doesn't deserve.
No,
this
I'm
fully
not
guaranteed.
saying that. He should absolutely get that money, but I think Baltimore is still a little bit hesitant, and they should be. What exactly has he done to say that he can win me a Super Bowl? I don't know. Not much in the playoffs, and I'm a huge Lamar Jackson fan in his game.
I could argue there's a team around him, but I hear you.
Was it? Because I just don't think he played that well in those games. That's
Hey, man.
my take. Same thing with Dak Prescott. He just didn't play well enough
Stinks.
to win.
That's different.
All right, let's not do that. See, you got to be objective. You're not an objective. You're not. You're not an objective analyst here.
I have been the previous few minutes.
As soon as we bring up Dak Prescott, all cards off the table. That's out of control.
He does, though. I feel like he does
not stink.
All right,
can we talk about that?
No.
Why?
Because
can we talk about that?
What are you going to tell me? That he's really good?
No, I don't want to tell you that he's really good. I want to tell you that he's a good quarterback. I want to tell you that he's an above-average quarterback. I want to tell you that he's a Tier 2 quarterback. But he's not in the Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. He's not in that tier.
Jalen
Hurts. I'll give it. Yeah,
come on.
Certainly, I'll give that to you.
Right.
He's not in that tier, but he's right below it. He's in that 6 to 10 range, and I hope that can get us a Super Bowl. He's going to have to. He's our quarterback for the next 10 years.
He stinks.
He does not stink. He does not. He's a good quarterback.
All right, let's switch gears. So we kind of talked about the Sixers real quick. Let me just get a prediction from you. What do you think is going to happen? You think they're going to make a big run and fall short, or what?
I most certainly hope that they win it all.
Right,
I'm
but
just
what do
looking
you
at
think?
the trend. I don't know.
Right, the trend is we've made a big run.
If I'm a betting man,
Yeah.
Philly's not getting it done right now. But I pray that the Sixers win.
Right, I would love
the final
to go to a Sixers parade.
Yes.
We
I love this team, and James Harden's one of my favorite players
Right,
ever.
right.
Huge James Harden fan.
I hear you. So go
Try to
Sixers.
replicate his game.
Doc, it all relies on Doc Rivers, honestly. At the end of the day, make the right decisions, put the right players on the court at the right time, please, and thank you. Go Sixers. Let's wrap up the sports talk real quick. The Phillies. As a baseball guru, what do you expect? Like, obviously, Bryce is hurt for a while, but what are you expecting overall for the regular season?
Well, I think that we still have enough firepower to be, top 2 in the East. For sure. We have a lot of guys that can really bring it, and I think that the staff overall has really improved this offseason. We got these young guys that are coming up. Andrew Painter, I hope that he makes a splash
My
this season
brother-in-law
at
said
some
the same
point.
thing.
Really, that's awesome, man. I think he's going to be pretty great. So, if we can stay healthy and get there, just give ourselves a chance. You just got to get there. That's all it is. We can make a run again.
Yeah, I think we make a big run as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not as
Well, Trey Turner. When we're talking about Trey Turner, he's one of the
signing.
Yes, he's one of the 10 guys in the MLB that you can really say is like a 5-tool player. Well, he's got the wheels, he's got the power, he's got the contact. He can really flash it in the field. It's a win-win. And when Bryce comes back, I don't know what you do with that lineup. What are you going to do? You can't pitch to us, so.
Yeah, I just hope the pitching comes through.
We upgraded big time this offseason.
Yeah. How old is Andrew Painter, do you know?
24, maybe? He's young. 23 even? Yeah.
All right.
Got a lot of years of painter.
Word.
The paintster.
The painster. Today, you had a relatively good day, you would say, right?
Had a good day.
Right.
I did. Had off on a Friday. That, for one, is a good day. All right, get a little early start to the weekend. And then, me and a couple buddies played some golf.
That's what I want to get at here.
Okay.
It's freezing outside.
Listen.
And you played golf
Listen.
for like 4 hours?
Yeah. Probably closer to 4.5. Yeah. We did that.
Tell me why. Tell me
We had
why.
booked around probably, a week or two ago, and the weather looked like it was going to be more promising. We didn't recognize that the wind was going to be what it was. So we woke up this morning, or I woke up this morning, and I'm like, listen, I don't know if we should do this. I did. But we did it, and it was a good thing that we did it, because we played well, and we had some fun.
How'd you do?
I played pretty decent today. Pretty decent for me is making sure that I hit the ball straight, right, that I'm getting the ball up in the air. Things like that. I'm making some, 10 to 20-foot putts. That's decent. So I'm no pro, but I'm learning. You got to get out there and get the reps.
I have went one time. One time I've went golfing, and well, I'm not talking. The one time with you was pitch and putt. That was different. Like,
Yeah, it's
I went with Greg and Dan. Shout out to Greg and Dan. But when we went, it was fun because of the environment. I was with my boys and stuff, and we kept seeing wildlife. It was like, excuse me, burping up a storm over here. We saw we saw a fox. We saw deer, like a buck with the big horns and shit.
It's buck.
Yeah. It's Buck.
Shout out Buck.
Shout out
my
Buck,
boy.
Bucka Valley. Shout out to Buck. I was not anticipating that. Yeah. So, I had fun. I wasn't really good at it. I got better as we were playing, but golf is just not my thing. It takes too long, in my opinion, and I'm just not as good at it yet, like right now, to be like, all right, let's spend this much time doing something I'm not that good at.
It takes a lot of time, that's for sure, but golf is one of those games where it's just you versus you, so it's addicting.
You did 18 today?
We played 18. It was windy, I'm telling you. We felt it, but I got my vest on.
Yeah.
I was good.
Right. It felt like the big bad wolf was outside huffing and puffing.
Hey now, had my Tiger Red on. Was ready to go.
Is he the greatest golfer of all time?
He's the greatest athlete of all time. Let's put that right there where it's at. Tiger Woods is the greatest athlete of all time.
Hey now, what a take. What a take. I don't think I have a rebuttal. You think he's he's a greater athlete than Tom Brady?
Yes. Tiger, I don't...
A greater...
The only person that you could give me an argument for is Michael Phelps. No, Michael Phelps.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Phelps. Him or Tiger Woods. That's it.
Shit.
Or Serena Williams. You could make an argument for her as well, but I don't know about anybody else.
Damn. Real quick, you think...
Usain Bolt.
Oh. Yeah, all right, fine. I hear what you're saying. Like, those are like individual sports. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Tom Brady, he plays in a team game.
Team sports, I guess, if you want to...
Michael Jordan and LeBron James, they play in a team game.
Yeah.
Right, I hear you. Okay. Damn. Real quick, who's your... I know the answer. Let's have this debate. Who's the greatest NBA player of all time? We'll sit on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Michael
LeBron James. LeBron. All right, this is not a debate anymore. Whoever's debating this, give it up. All right, please. LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever grace this earth.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, brother.
No, you know what? So,
I don't even want to get fired up. Can we change the topic, please?
No, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Him passing Kareem made me be like, yo.
Did it make you reconsider?
I still think Michael Jordan, but yeah, it was like, all right. But it's a lot of No, you're right. We're not having this conversation.
It's too much. There's
This is
too
a
many-
conversation like to have early in the show.
Yeah, there's too many moving parts in that conversation.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
LeBron James, he's the guy. He's the GOAT. All right.
I want you to plug your coaching right now. I think that's the appropriate thing to do. Like how people can get in contact with you to get some lessons and so
absolutely.
on and so forth. Go ahead.
If anybody's looking for any type of private instruction with baseball, hitting, pitching, fielding, I do that over at the Newtown Sports Training Center. So you can go onto our website. That is the newtownsportstrainingcenter.com. Or you can feel free to reach me at 267-274-7933. That is my personal cell. I always try my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, I would love to have you. As far as I'm concerned, I'm open to having anybody. We'll always find a way to get better, improve our game, and make sure that we're taking it to the next level. So, look forward to seeing you.
Coach Pat.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Pat, for sure. Shout out to you.
Appreciate it, man.
Word. Gotta let you get your things off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I love.
We're gonna shoot some pool after this, right?
Billiards competition. Okay. That's what I'm about today, man.
Yeah, you said it earlier.
I got that bug.
He said I want to compete, man.
I got that bug.
I'm like, I want to chill. He was like, I want to compete. I was like, all right, we're gonna compete then.
I need it.
I need 5 quarters. Let me get 5 quarters.
That's good, though. That's good stuff. There's just something about improvement, man. Just getting better, feeling that growth, whatever it is.
About everything, in all aspects.
Having that patience. Like billiards, it's the same type of thing. We're not the greatest at players, but we're improving. We're getting better. We're putting in that work. Right?
Let's be real here. Would you say you're an average pool player, billiard player?
Average.
Some days you're above average.
Some days below, for certain. That's not, you hit the nail on the coffin right there, for sure.
Yo, I'm not kidding you. Most days, I'm below average. And then there's a few where I'm like, yo, I can't be stopped right now. What's going on? And I don't know what to do. Like, you'll be looking at me, and you'll be like, oh. And I'm just like, this is God's work right here.
That's when you have that confidence. When you're just like, I believe that this shot's going to go in. That's in every sport, man.
It just goes in.
Yeah, it's in every sport.
Oh.
Golf's like that, too. When you step up to that ball, you got some confidence. You got some rhythm.
Yeah.
Probably going to hit a good shot. If you're stiff, if your mind's not in a good place, you'll fuck it up. That's my French.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when we've been playing a lot, which is I like. I found a love for billiards right now.
Yeah, I think it's cool. We can play and we don't have to be getting hammered. We're just playing just to play the game. Right? That's a good thing.
Right. No, I agree. When we do 2 and 2, I like that. But when it's just 1-on-1, it's just like you versus me kind of thing.
Shot for shot.
Right. And every shot is important.
Yes.
There's been plenty of times. First off, the last 3 times we played, 2 of those times, you just scratched on the 8 ball.
Why you got? See, why
I'm
you
talking
do
about
that
it.
on
I'm
the
talking
camera?
about it. Yeah, for sure.
In HD.
But no, we're in 1080p right
1080p, 4K. Why do you got to do that and expose me?
Because
brutal.
I want people to know that, like, when I win, that's kind of the stuff that happens. It's not like very few times I'm like, yeah, I beat his ass. Like, he got 4 or 5 balls left. No, it's like, I'll take the win for sure. At the end of the day, a win is a win, right?
Ain't that the truth? Take them how you can get them.
But Gedge was there that time, and it was
Shout out Gmo.
Facts. Shout out to Gedge. We should call him after to see what he's doing, because we're probably gonna link with the gang right after this. But either way,
ideal.
I
told Jamie to come.
Oh, shout out to Glizzer. Glizzer,
take Lizzie. Love of my life. It's special. I appreciate you.
Hey man,
keep doing what you're doing.
When's the wedding?
When's the wedding?
When's the wedding?
Listen, man, it's in the works. Something's in the works. I don't know what exactly, but something's in the works. You just gotta stay patient.
Patience.
Isn't that the message of the week?
Patience.
Stay patient.
Yo,
trust in the process.
Ladies, gentlemen,
there's beauty in the process, Vito.
There's so much beauty in the process. Stay the course. Stay the course.
Keep on going.
Be patient.
It's better than the alternative.
That's right.
If you quit, if you stop, then nothing's going.
Right.
You're not in motion anymore. You got to keep staying in motion. Keep it flowing.
As the motion. What was that Drake
When
song?
you got everything and the phone doesn't ring, that's
Hey.
emotion. What's that song?
Shout out to Jamie again one
For
more
sure,
time. Yeah,
for sure.
real. Oh.
Special, man. I
Love
tell
that.
you, she has like the ability to make you laugh uncontrollably.
Without
To the
even,
point,
I feel like she don't even try.
No, it's natural.
She's
It's
being
absolutely
her.
natural. But she's not funnier than me, but she's got some stuff in the arsenal.
She not funny to you?
Not funnier than me.
Oh,
she's
I
funny.
I thought you said funny to me.
No,
I
no,
was
no,
about
no,
to say,
no,
you
no,
sure
no,
you want to say that?
She's hilarious. 'Cause she learns from the best. That's
Hey
what
now,
it is.
hey now.
From the big dog.
Shout out to the Gleasons.
Yes.
Facts.
Papa G.
One time.
Kate.
Facts.
Jim
Jim.
Murph.
Jimmy.
Oh, my fam right there.
Beautiful to wrap that up. I think it's time that we end this show with the riddle.
Okay.
And this is a good one. I'm gonna finish this glass real quick, and then we're gonna get to the riddle.
Okay.
This is honestly, it's my favorite segment of the show. We call this Riddles with Vito. And if you don't know, I'm Vito. So the riddle, my friend, is what happened to the cowboy who drank 8 Cokes? What happened to the cowboy who drank 8 Cokes? And it makes sense. You're a Dallas Cowboys
What
fan.
happened to the cowboy?
Who drank 8 Cokes?
Why 8 specifically? Am I allowed to ask for that interpretation?
That's
Why
the
8?
riddle. That's the riddle. I understand your question. It is a valid question. I can't answer it.
Did he lose his lasso?
He did not.
All right.
I asked him. He had it on.
He
him.
had the lasso?
He had it on
okay,
him.
okay.
What happened to the cowboy who drank 8 Cokes?
8 Cokes.
That's right.
8.
8.
Who turned the 8 to the side just like the infinity symbol?
Hey now. Has nothing to do with the riddle, but that's
All right, I'm thinking. The brain is turning.
You're a smart man. You're a very smart man.
Did he lose his horse? No, he still got the horse. He's got the horse in the lasso.
It's still there. The horse is still there.
Okay, you're
What
gonna have to help me
happens?
out on this one, man. I have no idea what happened to the cowboy.
All right, so I'm gonna just, I'm gonna say it one more time, and I'm gonna tell you the answer. You had some good guesses, not gonna lie.
I appreciate that. It's
But,
all right.
it is what it is. What happened to the cowboy who drank 8 Cokes? He burped 7 up.
All right.
It's a good one.
That is 100% a dad joke.
It's a riddle.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a good riddle.
Yeah.
He burped 7 up. And if you want to get technical, I'm 100% sure, Coca-Cola owns 7 Up.
They do.
So, you want to get technical, you want to get funny. I got both. He burped 7 Up, folks.
I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I
you know,
like it.
right.
He burped 7 up. Okay. I see where we went.
Good. I'm glad. Speaking of glad, I'm glad you came back on the show. It's your first time with the headphones on.
Yeah,
first
man.
time in a
this
new
is,
studio.
This has been, a great time. I really appreciate you having me.
Of course.
Being here to shoot it and talk about life and perspective and
Patience.
sports, patience, all those things. It's really it's special because you need the time to reflect on, what your journey is, who you want to be, who you want to be those things with.
Right.
Your circle is going to either take you there or drag you under. So choose wisely.
Yeah, man. Honestly, regardless if we were doing the pod or not, we'd probably link tonight anyway. So
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I believe in it.
Me too. So why not, come and do this? But yeah, man, you're full of wisdom. I appreciate you.
For sure, man.
You always keep me grounded.
I try my best. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate the brotherhood. I appreciate
100%.
how much you keep me going.
Right. Not gonna lie, we talked about this when we were chilling a little bit earlier. I wasn't having a good day, and just being around certain people, it does something. So, you helped this day progress in the way that I wanted it to be. So thank you for coming here. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who was listening and watching the show. Episode 50. I hope, thank you for everyone who's been a part of this, journey so far. It's been fun. Don't think, it's a lot of work. Let's say that. It's a lot of work week in and week out. But I love it. I love doing it. I hope you love the show. I love you.
I love all you.
Right.
I love everybody.
Facts, man.
Hey, listen, Vito, you deserve all the applause for stepping up, giving your dream a chance, giving it a voice. It's not easy to do something like that, to take that leap of faith and to go and do something that when people look at, they're like, I don't know. I don't think I would do it. Well, that's what makes you great, because you're not doing the things that everybody would do. So shout out to you, V.
All right, man. You told me earlier to take a leap of faith.
Yeah, take that leap of faith.
I need to take another leap of faith somewhere, in another direction. But I understand what you're saying.
Whatever
right
it
now,
is,
moment,
keep on, man. You're doing great things. So.
Yeah, man. Everyone who's listening and watching, pick your head up, smile. Like Jarrett said, love
Give somebody. A
somebody.
compliment. Open the door for somebody.
Be
right?
nice to people. We need that.
Need more of it.
Right now. Life is scary right now. The world is scary. Be nice. Put some positive energy, some positive vibrations into the world. We need it. We need it.
All love.
Stay patient.
One love all the time.
Ciao for now.